Good morning, everybody. In this video, really fast, I really want to talk about a comment that I got. But the comment was from an actual Thailand video I did. But the comment relates so strong to success and manifesting. And one of the things, or one of the habits that I find a lot of people doing, even myself from time to time, depending upon the scenario, and it's one of those things that of course can hold us back when we start talking about trying to live the most successful version of us, trying to live our dream life, trying to get manifesting to work for us. If we're in that group, that's what I want to talk about. And I've been thinking about it for a couple of days, and I just haven't had a chance to sit down and actually talk about it. But I'm going to look tired because it is 4 a.m. right now. I think I woke up about 3:15 a.m. So I woke up and I thought, I can't sleep. So I made myself some coffee. That's how the Chad rolls. But anyway, what's his comment? I made this video on Thailand, and the video title was, I forget what the video title was. It was something like you can't live in Thailand on $1,500. Here's why. Something like that. The reason why I made that video is because I do have like a budget video about Thailand. And usually when I make Thailand videos, usually I'm kind of like in between, meaning like there's so many channels that kind of sell the dream about living in Thailand or living abroad. Okay. But that's kind of all they do. They kind of sell the dream, but a lot of channels within selling the dream, you can probably guess what they do. They don't really give you good advice. They just sell the dream. Okay. Sometimes when they give advice, it's just outright lies, because it's kind of common sense. And it's not really right, but if you brand your whole channel on Thailand, well, they tend to stay away from anything that has like a negative connotation to it, type of thing. So, and for me, kind of having a coaching channel, a mentor and coaching channel, well, I look at it as, well, if you tell people what they want to hear, you're not really giving them success, you're holding them back. So lots of times when I make Thailand videos, my whole, I guess, goal was to fill in the gaps, where other channels are not giving advice on. But of course, when I'm filling in the gaps, depending upon what I'm talking about, like my Thailand stuff almost has like a negative connotation to it, because I'm not trying to sell the dream of it. I'm just basically making people aware, hey, you're living abroad, you're living in a different country. So, you have to use some common sense. You know what I mean? But anyway, I made this video about you can't live in Thailand on $1,500. And just because I saw all these other videos about, you can live in Thailand for 1,500, live in Thailand for $1,000. You can live like a king here. You can live like a king in Thailand on $1,000 a month. You can live like a king in Thailand for $1,500 a month. Okay, just having some fun. Okay, I'm sleepy. Trying to wake myself up. Okay. So you can probably guess what type of comments I start getting, and some people, like some people, when I have a title like this, some people watch the video. Now, if they watch the video, they're probably not going to comment like this because I explain it in the video. So, but when you have a video title like this, sometimes just the title will trigger people, and so lots of times you get a lot of comments. And the comment I want to share with you, I won't share the whole comment with you because I don't need to read it, but it relates so much to manifesting. It relates so much to what we do and why it holds us back. And it's this. You see, when I wrote that title, that You can't live in Thailand on $1,500 is why. So many comments was defending that you can. You understand how it relates to manifesting, and it relates to identity, and it relates to you becoming that most successful version of you. Is a lot of us, when we're trying to become that most successful version of us, we will defend that old version of us. We will defend. If we're going to war, we're having massive arguments. We're almost feel like we're going to get in fist fights. Defending our old identity. Okay. Your old identity could be habits that hold you back. You will defend those habits. You know what I mean? You will defend it to the death of you. You understand what I'm saying? And even like recently, I've been doing videos on, life is happening for you. Life is happening for your benefit. And even for my gate situation, where it was, it ended up being a disaster project. Even like that, even yesterday, something that I welded fell off the gate. No lie, no joke. And, I was pissed off about this gate situation a long time. And finally, I came to the realization it's my fault. Okay. I let them overstep my boundaries. So I didn't uphold my boundaries. I didn't stop it. So it's my fault. But what happens is when we're defending it, we're defending the person who done us wrong. Rather than accepting fault, rather than me accepting fault, I'm defending. I'm like, no. This guy screwed me. The contractor didn't do the right thing. And maybe that is true to a sense. Okay, they didn't do the right thing. That's true. Okay. But it's my fault because they crossed the boundary and I let them cross a boundary. So if I didn't let them cross that boundary, and I would have stopped it, none of this mess would be going on right now. But we defend it to the death. Okay. And as we're defending it and fighting and no, you're holding on to that old identity. You're holding on rather than letting go and being that most successful version of us. Okay. You're defending that old life. The same life that is holding you back, you're defending it. And we can give so many different examples here. But that's what spread from the comments out of my Thailand video. Okay? Because my whole nature of the Thailand video was this, kind of going back to my Thailand video, is that, and I said it in, maybe what I'll do is, like, if you want to watch it, I'll put it in the description for you, if you just for farts and giggles. That way it's easy to find on my channel, because I do have a lot of content. I mean, it's a newer video, so it'll be easy to find because it's a newer one. But because in a video, I even explain that I'm not saying you can't live in Thailand for $1,500. I'm saying that you can't live a normal life for $1,500. You understand? You can't live, like they say, like a king in Thailand for $1,500. You can't. Okay, anybody with common sense is gonna say, yeah, no. You know what I mean? So it wasn't so much, the title kind of sounded like that. But when you actually watch the video, I know people, situational, okay, lived in Thailand on $600. You know what I mean? His rent was $300. He lived on $300. He didn't go out, do anything. He was just focused on work, focused on building his business. But that's situational. He's doing it it's just a season of his life, okay? But I had this one comment, another comment that was on there, like he was like defending you can live you can live in Thailand for 1,500. Then he kind of bragging in his comment that he's kind of bragging how he lives in Bangkok and he only pays $100 for his place. And he's breaking down his expenses and it only came to like $800 or something like that. And that's what I mean is that you you can't be that most successful version of you when you're still behaving and acting and defending your old life. It's not going to happen. You understand? You're not going to manifest what you want to manifest when you're doing that, when you're just defending it. And I didn't answer his comment back because he wrote a long comment. Plus, he was trying to like indirectly try to put me down or whatever. So I don't play that. I don't play those games. You know what I mean? But because I wanted to comment back, but I didn't. Because I was just like $100 and $100 in Bangkok. Okay, yes, 100% you can get a place for $100 in Bangkok. $100 in Bangkok's like 3,000 baht a month. Okay, but do you know what 3,000 baht a month gets you? Okay, you live in you live on the poor side of Bangkok. You live where all the poor Thai live, and I'm not trying to be mean. You live in a poor Thai apartment. That's where you live. It's you kind of live in a ghetto. That's where you live. Okay. You know, lot of these apartments, like for 3,000 baht, $100 are rat infested, roach infested. You know what I mean? They're kind of like tore up places. No, I mean, even when I went to Bangkok, I could show you areas where it's $100. There's what $100 gets you. Okay, so in my opinion, when I read it, I kind of chuckled because here's this person like he's trying to defend it. He's trying to prove, because all he's doing is commenting off my YouTube title. Like you can't live in Thailand for 1,500. He's just trying to prove. He's just trying to prove. Yes, you can. Okay. But the whole point is that you're not living in Thailand as the most successful version of you. Okay. You're just not doing it. And that was the whole point of the video. Is like if you want to be the most successful version of you, you want to behave and act like the most successful version of you. Okay, if you want to live a normal life where maybe you have a house or mortgage, you buy a car. Now if you buy a car, you got gas and maintenance, fixing stuff, insurance, and all that stuff. Like you're not going to be able to live here on 1,500 because what most people don't know, yes, Thailand is more of a poor country, but even middle class Thai will make up to $3,000 a month. So you get in many dynamics. I won't go down that rabbit hole because it's not really the point of this video. I went down the rabbit hole more in the Thailand video. But here I just wanted to point out, not to ramble and twist around and stuff like that, is this is something that really holds us back, you know, when we look at manifesting success. Because remember, if you want your dream house, okay, within consciousness, your dream house is already here. Okay, there's a, you know, depending upon what you believe, once you imagine your dream house, okay, it's already in your consciousness. There's a version of you that already lives in your dream house. Okay, that's consciousness. Because if you can see it in your imagination, there's a version of you living your dream life. Okay. So, but how you catch up to it, you know, your dream house is up here. It's on a different frequency. Okay, it's on a different vibration. That's all it is. Okay, but you're down here. This is your old you, the old self. So this is what I mean is like when you're flipping defending your life, defending your habits, defending your bad decisions, defending everything, like this Thailand video I did. People defending their lifestyle. Okay, defending that they can live cheap. Okay. They stay down here, my friends. They don't come up here. And how do you get up here? Is you act as if. You start, I don't even want to say act as if, it's the law of being. Is right now, today, right now, this second, you are that most successful version of you. So right now, today, right now, this second, you start behaving, you start walking like them, you start making decisions like them. Okay, you start going places where you would go if you were that most successful version. Okay, you start living your life as if you're that most successful version right now. Okay, and most people are really, I know I'm holding my hand here for a purpose, even though I can feel it in my shoulder, is most people don't get this. Most people think it's a game. You can treat it like a game, okay? But what most people don't get is when you start doing this, you start doing these habits, you start going up on the frequency layer, okay? You start going up on the vibrational layer. Why? Why are you moving up? It's because you're behaving like that most successful version of you. And as you behave like it, as you behave like you already have what you want, you want to be a millionaire? You're a millionaire right now, so you behave like you make decisions like it. Okay, you make decisions like that, like you would if you had $1 million in a bank right now. Okay? And what happens is you become in alignment. You become in alignment with the person who has your dream house. And once you're in alignment, once it connects, boom, that's when things happen. That's when things come to you pretty fast, my friends. That's how you speed up manifesting. That's how you speed up time. That's how you bend reality. Okay, you want to know how to bend reality? Is you act and behave like that most successful version of you. Okay, if you don't believe me, then test it out. You know, take a whole weekend and do it. Okay, take a week and do it, and literally start dressing, behaving, going places. I'm not saying spend money and get in debt. I'm not saying that. Okay, you're thinking too extreme. You're thinking off in la la land. Okay, but you got to spend money anyway when you pay your bills. Well, you pay your bills like the most successful version of you. You give it two shits. You pay your bills and you bless your bills. You know what I mean? So when you go out to eat, normally you go out to eat and you say, "Oh, I'll pay." Okay, you act and behave, make decisions like that most successful version of you, and you'll see how things will start changing, things will start bending because the way that you're acting, you'll see it. Okay, but see, the longer you do this, what happens is you become more in alignment with that most successful version. You become in a more alignment with what you actually want, because what you actually want is up here. It's not going to come down to meet you. You got to come up to meet it. Okay, my friends. But that's it. I think, I don't know what else to say rather than kind of ramble and repeat myself. I just want to share that. Maybe I should have shared it when I was more awake, but it is holiday season. Of course, I'm in Thailand. Holiday season. It was close to New Year. New Year's Day is tomorrow. This is New Year's Eve in Thailand right here. But like it's the day hasn't started yet because it's 4 a.m. New Year's Eve. But it gets pretty loud during the day. So it's probably going to get, it's probably this year they have a lot of parties up here. They got a lot of, usually with Thai, when they live in a village, usually around the New Year season, usually Thai will take like 5 days off or a week off work. Usually around Songkran time. That's another big holiday for Thai people. So that's where like they'll take like a week off work on Songkran time. So those are the two major holidays for Thai. So lots of times, like when they come home for the holidays, because a lot of them like up here, they won't work up here. They live up here, but then they go down to Bangkok and work. Then they only come back home like during like bigger holidays. So my whole point is that like when they come back home, like around the New Year time, is there's a lot of, yes, you got the New Year, so people, Thai people love to blast music, so the locals love to do that. So you got a lot of music playing loud. So when I make videos, I really got to be careful that the mic don't pick up the music, just because of copyright issues with YouTube. So I got to be really careful of that. And and then it's also a time. This time it's been louder than usual because there's been like monk ceremonies and festivals going on, because like all Thai people. I'm not too. No, it's not girls. It's only guys. You only can be a monk if you're a male. You can't be a monk if you're a female. Um, it's only guys, but guys, all the males, they have to be a monk sometime in their life. So we got like one or two monk like ceremonies going on. One was happening yesterday. Another one happens on the first and the 2nd of January. So it's going to be loud. Um, if they get married, like Thai weddings to Thai ceremonies, like a village wedding. Sometimes wedding. They had one the other day that went on for like 3 days, like pounding music. Uh, and so like here it's a little bit different because here, like when they have a wedding or a monk or it's New Year, like it's different from the States, because like the States, like yes, you can have a party, you can play music, but you're not disturbing anybody else. You know what I mean? Like you can do all that, you just don't disturb other people, or you don't disturb your whole community of people where you live. But here it's different, because here it's just socially acceptable. Like they're bringing these huge speakers, or the other day they brought in this huge bus that was just giant speakers and literally set up the bus just right out here on the road and just blasted it. I was actually doing a live stream at the time. And I had to turn off the live stream. I was just like, I'm sorry guys, I gotta go. It's like it's just way too loud in here. I mean, so when they have parties, like they pretty much, you know, you know, if you work from home, you can't work. It pretty much they disturb everybody else. That's the whole point. I don't even know how I got off on that tangent, but because of making videos and stuff like that. So that's why. So sometimes it's just like I gotta play finesse a little bit, or like sometimes since I've been up here in Surin, that's why sometimes I make computers a lot just right by my desk, like where my computers are and stuff like that, just because it's a little bit more quieter in there. Sometimes going outside is too loud. Even though I got good mics, it just sometimes the mics will take out the sound, but it just depends upon if I'm talking and I'm just hearing it in my ear. Uh, um, so it's you just have to do what you can do. I mean, work around it as best as you can. Uh, so that's why when I got up this morning, it's I know it's going to be loud later on, but anyway, guys, just want to share that with you in kind of that talking mood, because I'm the only one awake right now. But anyway, comment below if you have questions on this, or you just want to say hi. And I try my best to answer all the comments and stuff like that. And but yeah, that's it. Remember, I love you guys. Have a happy holiday and New Year. I don't know when I'm gonna post this, so this might get posted after New Year time. But New Year's we're gonna be rocking and rolling in New Year's. I'm gonna get off on a tangent because I want to share this with you. You thought we were gonna go, but not yet, baby, not yet. As I do want to share this with you. If you're still here listening to this video, is New Year's. Because I thought maybe I'll post it earlier, but unless I change my mind, I already got videos layered up, and New Year's Day is actually tomorrow, and I already have a video for New Year's Day. New Year's 2026 is going to be, I'll probably make a video on this because I've kind of been thinking about 2026. And I actually thought about this when I was making my vision board. And then I have a video coming out on January 1st, 2026, tomorrow on the vision board. So check that out. That's a good video. I'm actually awake when I'm doing that video. But I kind of had the idea when I was making my vision board, because sometimes since we're going into a new year, this year, 2026, is the year of reaping, my friends. A lot of us out there, we've been sowing the seed, okay? Maybe we feel like we've been sowing the seed for several years. 2026 is the year you reap. 2026 is when explosions happen in your life. Good ones. You know what I mean? The year of reaping is 2026, my friends. So that's what I want to share with you. That's how I'm going to end this video. Is 2026 is the year of reaping. Great blessings going to come to us. You're going to be living life in your terms, living your dream life in 2026. Everything's going to unfold. Other than that, my friends, comment below. Love to hear from you. Remember, I love you guys. And I'll see you in the next video.